This is a video for 1.4 part 2 notes. So in example 1, it says in a half hour, Sarah's meeting her friends at the lake 6 miles from her house. At what average speed must she ride her bike to get there on time? So step 1 is solve the distance formula. For R. And the distance formula we're going to use is D is equal to RT. So if we want to solve it for R and T are connected through multiplication. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by T, and I have D over T is equal to R. Step 2 is to find the average speed. Or rate at which Sarah must ride her bike to get there on time. So in the formula, or in here, we're given in a half hour. So a half hour and then 6 miles. So I know that D is going to equal 6, and I know that T is equal to 0.5. So I'm going to plug those into my formula. So I have 6 over 0.5 is equal to T, is equal to R. So if I plug that into my calculator, I get 12 is equal to R. So that means she needs to ride her bike at 12 miles per hour to get her to the lake on time. Pause the video if you want to do the try it on your own. So now Sarah's going to the store 2.5 miles away, and she only has 15 minutes to get there before they close. At what average speed must she ride her bike to get there before they close? So I want to do it in miles per hour again. So I need to change this 15 minutes to hours. So I know if I do 15 divided by 60, that's going to give me 0.25 hours. So I'm going to use the same formula as before. So my distance is 2.5 and my time is 0.25. So if I do 2.5 divided by 0.25, .5 divided by 0.25, we get 10, which is our T. So that means she needs to get there, or she needs to ride her bike at 10 miles per hour. For example 2, we have a worker at a framing store is making a rectangular frame. He knows that the perimeter of the frame is 144 inches and the length is 40 inches. How can he determine the width of the frame? So first we need to rewrite our perimeter formula. I know the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So if he wants to determine the width of the frame, I'm going to solve for W. So I'm going to subtract 2L on both sides. So I have P minus 2L is equal to 2W. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And I get P minus 2L over 2 is equal to W. We can leave it just like that. Since we're just going to be plugging in, we don't need to simplify further than that. So now my step 2 is just to plug in my information. So I know that the length is 40. So I know L equals 40. And I know that P equals 144. So I'm going to plug these numbers in where they fit. So I have 144 minus 2 times 40 all over 2. Is going to equal to my W. So then I'm going to plug all of that into my calculator. So 144 minus 2 times 40 and then divide by 2 is going to give me 32 as my width. So I know the width is 32 inches. So for the try it, we have write the formula for the area of a triangle, which is area equals 1/2 base times height in terms of H. And then find the height of a triangle with area of 18 inches and a base of 9 inches. So we're going to rewrite our formula. So A equals 1/2 base times height. So first I want to get rid of the 1/2, so I'm going to multiply 2 on both sides. So I have 2A is equal to BH. Then I want to get H by itself because it wants it in terms of H. So I'm going to divide both sides by B. So I have 2A over B is equal to H. So I got that part done. Now it wants me to find what the height is when the area is 18 inches and the base is 9 inches. So we have 2 times 18 all over 9 equals H. We're going to plug that into the calculator. 2 times 18 divided by 9. And that's going to give us a height of 4. So the height is 4 inches. Example 3. We have, according to Tio's bread recipe, he should bake the bread at 190 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. His oven measures temperatures in Fahrenheit. What temperature in Fahrenheit should he set his oven to? So our step 1 is to solve for F. So it gives us our formula up here. I'm just going to rewrite it. So we have C is equal to 5 over 9 F minus 32. So then I'm going to get rid of the 5 over 9 first by multiplying both sides by 9 over 5. So I have 9 over 5, C is equal to F minus 32, because I got rid of that. So then I'm going to add both sides by 32. So I have 9 over 5C plus 32 is equal to F. So we solve for F, and now we're going to plug in what C is. So I know 9 over 5 times 190 plus 32 is going to give us Fahrenheit. So if I plug all this into the calculator, it's going to give me 374 equals F. So that means the oven should get set to 374 degrees Fahrenheit. Pause if you want to do the try it. So the high temperature on a given winter day is 5 degrees Fahrenheit. What is the temperature in Celsius? So I'm not going to use this formula because this formula is going to give me Fahrenheit. I'm going to use the original one because it gives me what Fahrenheit is. So, and we want Celsius. So this one's already written for us. So Celsius, so C equals 5 over 9 times our F is 5 minus 32. I'm just going to plug that into the calculator. It's going to give us negative 15. So that means it's negative 15 degrees Celsius. And that's our answer.